Hi everyone, welcome back to my next quote of the day. Today we have a quote from Mother Teresa, and this is a profound quote. I think it's very important, and the topic is love and generosity, compassion, kindness, acts of love. She said this: being unwanted, unloved, uncared for, forgotten by everybody, I think this is a much greater hunger, a much greater poverty than the person who has nothing to eat. And that is kind of how I have guided my life. That letting someone know they're not alone and that they're not uncared for is the most important thing you can do for them. Now, if they're starving to death, give them money, give them food, do whatever it takes so that they're not starving to death. In every way that you can, and there's a lot of ways that we can't, meet their biological needs, their survival, safety, security needs. But then recognize that the greatest need of all human beings is being loved, knowing you're not alone. And I hope that's part of what you get on this channel, is you come here and you know there's someone that cares about you and that you're not alone and that there's someone who wants to be a partner with you in finding your best, happiest life. That's what I want to be in this channel, to be a partner with you in finding your best life and being your happiest. And so you're not alone. If you can say to someone, you're not alone, there's someone that cares about you. If by your actions you can say to someone, you're not alone, there's someone that cares about you. Yes, if you meet a bum on the street, give them some money, or better yet, have some food with you, have a package that you give them that meets their biological needs, particularly food. Yes, you've got to do that. But if you will look them in the eye and say something nice to them, then you will have met that need, that they aren't alone, that they aren't unloved, that they just don't exist, that they have no value on this planet. And it's as simple as looking them in the eye and saying something nice. And we don't like to look bums in the eye because we're embarrassed that here's a bum, I have plenty and this person has nothing. And then so what we do is we blame them. It's your own fault, so you get what you deserve. No, no one deserves to do that, get that. That's what I believe. And I'll have a video on that. But if you will do all that you can to make them feel not alone, meet their biological needs, and then make them feel not alone. Now, equally, when you go to work, I will almost guarantee you there is someone that you work with, if you work with very many people, that feels like they are alone and unloved. And how easy is it for you to just make a connection with them? Even if it's hard to make a connection with them, they're not social people, and becoming sociable with them is hard, and that happens. I'm sure all of you have experienced that. And if you're a reserved person, it's hard for you to reach out. I know that. I know that's myself. It's really hard to do that. This is, again, progress, not perfection. You want to make things a little better for them at that moment in any way you can. If it's nothing more than giving them a buck, give them the buck. If you can say, boy, I hope this is helpful to you, give them the buck and say that. That's at least recognizing their existence. And they will often respond into anything you say to them. Hold a little conversation with them. And I know that's hard. And I'm using bums and coworkers, and especially coworkers who are socially inept. A lot of people are socially inept. They feel alone and they don't have good social skills, and so they feel more alone and they withdraw a little more, and before long they're just lost. They're all alone in their own little world, and that's a terrible, horrible place to be. They're almost as bad off as the bum on the street who's starving, because that aloneness eats away at your soul. Hunger eats away at your body, but aloneness eats away at your soul. And if you are alone, and if that's why you're on this channel, you're going to have to take steps. You're going to have to just get over your social awkwardness, learn some social skills, and you do have to learn social skills. I've known a lot of people that I try to talk to, and they just won't talk. And I don't know what to do or how, and I'm not good at it either. And so you have two people together, and both of you are not very good at small talk or social talk, and your social skills are not very good, and mine are not. You're going to go away separate, never having made a contact with another human being. We know this is true. In hospitals, when an infant is raised without contact, that infant's health will go bad as through their life, and their mental health will go through bad through their life. We have learned that infants must be touched, they must be held. Humans need that. That is as great a need as food. And just meeting an infant's biological needs will not in any way guarantee a good life, a healthy life. In fact, withhold contact, relationship from an infant, and that infant's going to live a hard, unpleasant life. And so it's just a matter of doing the work, of recognizing that this human being in front of you has not just a biological need, they have an emotional need. And if you will try, you don't have to, you don't have to have an hour-long conversation. You don't have to take them home or take them to dinner. Although if you would do those things, that would be amazing. You have to do something to make a human contact, person to person. I love this quote from Mother Teresa, and if you will hold it in your mind at all times, in all your interactions with other human beings, no matter what their situation is, this will change your life. Being unwanted, unloved, uncared for, forgotten by everybody. I think that is a much greater hunger, a much greater poverty than the person who has nothing to eat. Just remember that you can meet people's needs without it costing you a penny. Just have an interaction where you touch someone's heart. You go from heart to heart. And that won't be easy, and it'll be hard to learn for a lot of us. And remember, you'll be better off because of it. You will have made a human connection, and your heart will be healed and healthier because you did it. It's always a two-way street. Yes, you're being a blessing to them, but you're being a blessing to yourself in doing it. And always, boy, it's easy to fall into the trap then of, I'm doing this for me. And it doesn't matter. If you are doing it for you, the act of doing it will change your heart. But it will change your heart quicker and faster and better if you will do it for them. If you will have it in your mind, I'm doing this for this person. I want this person to know he is loved. Now, you'll feel more loved, but that's not why you're doing it. Either way, you win. No matter how you do it, you win. Your life's going to be better and happier. That's the goal, how to be happy, how to quiet your ego. Nothing will quiet your ego like doing this. I'm not so much better than you. By helping you, I'm helping myself. Okay, I better stop there. I hope this spoke to you. I love these words from Mother Teresa, and I hope that you can adopt them. And some of these really great quotes, I hope you'll write them down on a 3x5 card and hang them somewhere where you can see them and you can remember this. And it will impact the way you actually live your daily life, and that will impact your heart. So if you got anything out of this video, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button. Tell some family and friends that you found something that is meaningful to you, and I hope it is meaningful to you. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next Quote of the Day. See you then.
For deeper dives into psychology and philosophy, check out our YouTube channel, The Examine Life Daily, and check out our nomadic YouTube channels. Bob is at Cheap RV Living, Autumn is at Autumn and Chloe, and our editor Robert is at Frontier Van Life.